What's good, y'all? It's your boy JustinP.Etn, and I'm mad excited to announce that I am officially starting my YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It was really hard to start a channel in the past because I didn't really feel comfortable in front of the camera on my own time. It just felt a little awkward talking to the camera personally. But over time, I challenged myself and I'm here now. It's lit. I get to share my experiences with y'all. All of that. Alright, let's get right into it. I'm 26 years old. I was born and raised in Brooklyn. Moved to Long Island halfway through my life. Went to high school out there, and then I got accepted into the Fashion Institute of Technology right out of high school. I played basketball my whole entire life. I wanted to go to school to play basketball. I wanted to play D1 ball, low D1, or go to a D2 school. And then my goal, of course, is to go to the NBA like many others, but I really wanted to go overseas and play ball. But then my fashion teacher in high school saw a lot of potential in me. I was the only guy in the class, and I was coming to class late all the time. You know how it goes. I didn't really care about school that much. I was just worried about girls and basketball. And then long story short, I had got in. My teacher told me that I had a lot of potential. She wanted me to apply, and I applied for production management. I had got my bachelor's degree in production management from FIT. It was probably the best 4 years of my life, but also the hardest 4 years of my life as well. Going to FIT allowed me to have the platform that I have today. So everything that you see me doing, all the connections that I have, FIT definitely has helped me steer my career path into the right direction. But I had to put in a lot of work, yo. I was taking advantage of a lot of resources. I was always going to the library. I was always going to club meetings, joining clubs, attending Fashion Week and interning. I was doing a lot, getting my feet wet at 17 years old. It was lit. What really allowed me to get started with connecting with people was I started a fashion blog online where I created my own site and I was doing a whole bunch of style posts of my fits, different designers that I was getting from the thrift store. I was talking about it and also incorporating other people in my posts as well. And then over time, people in school started hearing about it and then it started growing and growing and growing. Second semester of FIT, I had modeled for Hood by Air. Shout outs to Walter Pierce. It was a really big opportunity for me because I always wanted to model, but I never knew how to get into it. Never. And the crazy part is I was not signed to any agency. I got casted in the school cafeteria with my bro, Alan Michael Duval. Shout out to my bro. He's a photographer. And we got casted. We were told to pull up to the casting. And then my mom got into a car accident. Like, she really got into a bad car accident. And it destroyed me because I didn't know if she made it or not. I wasn't able to hear from her for a couple of hours. And then, come to find out, my mom was okay. I went back home that night, Friday night, and I wanted to stay with her. I wanted to comfort her. She, luckily, by the grace of God, she made it out safe. She just had a few minor injuries, and she told me to go to the casting the next day. She was like, you never know what's gonna happen. I want you to go, take advantage of this opportunity. Knowing me, I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to go. It don't even matter. I'm probably not gonna get it anyway. She was like, nah, I want you to go. So I went back to school, woke up the next morning, got there, and I got interviewed by the New York Times. The New York Times. I was 17 years old. I have the article online. I was 17 years old and I'm featured in the New York Times just because I went to a casting. That's crazy. So as time went on, the show was coming up, and then they called me like the day before the show. I thought I didn't even get it anymore. It was like, yo, pull up to this address. I got lost. I went there. Next thing you know, I'm getting dressed backstage. I'm around a whole bunch of celebrities. I was with Shane Oliver. I seen J.R. Smith. I seen mad people. And I met mad cool models. It was really, really powerful for me because I never was able to step foot into these spaces in high school, especially when you coming from Brooklyn or Long Island. And from there, I just got on the stage. I was walking. I had a mask on. I was featured in Vogue. And that was the first time I felt really, really accomplished in my life. Like, ever since I experienced that, I told myself I always want to continue to keep striving to be the best I could be. But part of me felt like it was just luck. I was like, damn, maybe I'm just lucky, and then I'm not going to be able to maintain this. I don't know what's going to happen. But sure enough, I put in the legwork. I was going to Fashion Week and contacting people. I was sending out emails, sending out my portfolio. I started doing shoots with people around school, a lot of photographers who are upcoming. And a lot of times, it's not about working with the big people. It's about working with people who align with you, who's cool with you. And I had a lot of good friends. I still have a lot of good friends. I was saying yes to a lot of small shoots, and over time, they accumulated. Then I modeled for 10 Deep. I modeled for Air Jordan, and it was lit. Transitioning to graduation, I had post-grad depression. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with myself. But initially, like, I really wanted to be a fashion designer. But I was just in my head a lot. I just had to figure out how to move forward with the things that I wanted to do. So essentially, I just started learning how to sew on my own. I was going to the lab while I had a 9 to 5, all the way from Long Island, going to FIT, linking up with my bro Marcel and his girl Shannon, and we were just getting to work. They was teaching me so much stuff. I was asking like professors and a lot of my peers, how do you do this? How do you sew pockets? How do you do that? I started reading books. I started going to the library and just looking up different things, patterns and all that. I was looking up YouTube videos, but more so I was just making a lot of mistakes, yo. I was messing up all the time. There were times where I wanted to throw my garments out in the garbage. And luckily I had friends around me who was able to sit down with me and explain things to me when I asked them, and I'm really, really thankful for that. So today I have a fashion brand called JPE New York, and the goal for JPE is to challenge the status quo and allow the youth culture to tap into their inner child. Like, everything I do is for the inner child, because essentially a lot of systems take away our inner child and we're forced to grow up and just eliminate or destroy our confidence to do the things that we want to do for ourselves. So I want to be able to transmute that energy through my work and my designs, and also create a lifestyle where you guys and everyone else can join and feel like they're able to tap into that inner child again. And I want you all to express yourselves in any way possible. It doesn't matter what medium it is. You don't have to do it for a career, but I strongly believe that everybody should have some type of creative outlet to make them feel happy, to relieve stress, and so forth. I am also a music artist. I'm just gonna put the label as an artist in general because I touch different things.
But I guess I gotta say goodbye. Everything was so good. I did a lot to keep you by my side. I did everything I could.
But my music, I consider it as daydream music. I actually opened up for Kehlani at FIT. I was the first student in Fashion Institute of Technology history to open up for a celebrity artist at the School Spring Fest. There were about 1,200 plus people there. Kehlani was rocking with me. She even retweeted me on Twitter. It was lit. But that was a very powerful experience for me. And I'm just really showing you that tapping into your inner child is important, because it doesn't have to be one medium. Like, I am a designer, I am an artist, but at the end of the day, I am Justin first. I'm the asset, and anything I do is an extension of myself. And with this channel, I'm gonna show you all that there's not one specific way to become successful in any field that you're in. You can do anything that your heart desires. I'm gonna be showing you my tribulations, behind the scenes of my brand. I'm gonna be showing you tutorials. I'm gonna show you day in the lives of the things that I'm doing with myself and my friends, personal development activities that I do to uplift myself, things that I do for mental health, and definitely just uplifting you. And I'm gonna be showing so much different insight and my opinions on many different things. But essentially, I'm creating this platform for you all to take away from my experiences and apply them to your own personal experiences as well. Lastly, I just want to tell you all to take the time out and write a little note to yourself about all of the things that you accomplished in your life, how far you've come, because a lot of times we tend to look forward. We're always looking into the future, or a lot of us dwell on the past. But it's important to stay present and realize how much we've accomplished and how much we've done for ourselves and for the people around us. This year, I really want to be kind to myself. I want you to be kind to yourself. And I want to be able to make sure that you move with ease and grace in anything that you do, yo. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to force relationships with people who don't align with you. It's cool. Take it step by step. And over time, things will accumulate into whatever it is that you want it to be. And sometimes life doesn't work out the way you exactly want it to. But when your heart is in the right place and you're true to yourself, things will fall into place. I promise you that. Trust me. If y'all haven't already, subscribe, comment, like, drop a comment on any topics you think I should cover or any videos you'd like to see. And I also just want to let you know that this channel is not just for me. I really want to be able to share my experiences with you, because when I first got started, it was really hard trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go in. But just keep in mind, it's really, really important to focus on the interior first, and everything else will follow. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you so much for supporting me, everyone who watches me. I can't wait to show y'all my journey this year. And I'm also going to be doing sewing classes, and I'm going to be doing workshops as well. So stay tuned for that.